Hello guys, my name is Angelina and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to tell you about my first trip to the mountains. I really think that I will not love them. And if you have never been in the mountains and you think, oh, mountains is mountains, yeah, it's winter all the time and it's not for me. You really misbelieve, because I realized that I love mountains as much as sea or, for example, an ocean. It is like in another world. You understand, you realized how majestic nature is. So today I will recount a trip to one of the most breathtaking lakes in Poland, nestled in Zakopane, Morskie Oko lake. This exquisite lake lies within the National Park Tatra, boasting pristine beauty that captivates the soul. It was our inaugural venture to the mountains, and not visiting the lake would have been a regrettable choice, of course. Accessible only by foot, the trip to this lake awaited us. We bought tickets to the bus and to the entrance to the park. Bus tickets cost around 15 zloty, 3.5 euros, and to the National Park Białczańska, ticket costs 9 zloty, 2 euros, and it is free for children under 7 years old. You can find the link in the description. The road from the center of Zakopane to the park took approximately 40 minutes. Also, our friends joined us by car, and looking ahead, it turned out to be a wise decision, as we were caught in a sudden downpour on the way back. There was a huge parking, and you can check the availability of free parking spaces before your trip, and also you can find a link in the description. So we entered the National Park Białczańska and setting foot on the snow-landed path. We commenced our ascent towards Morskie Oko, enveloped by the majesty of the mountains. The air was crisp, tinged with the scent of pine and adventure, urging us forward into the heart of nature's splendor. Our trek spanned 7.7 kilometers each way. By the way, there is an option yet to reach the lake and return via a carriage drawn by 2 horses, providing a convenient means for elderly and children to traverse this considerable distance. But I felt really sorry for the horses, because it was difficult to lead 5 and more people up the mountains. Walking along the snowy road proved to be far more challenging than anticipated. We were lucky with the weather, and this is already half of the success. Snowy road and the mountains around all the way, towering majestically against the sky, their rugged peaks pierce the heavens, adorned with blanket of snow. On the way to the lake, there were many recreation areas specially equipped for people. You can rest, and drink water or eat something, there. Our journey took about 3 hours in one way up the mountain. Considering we were accompanied by a 4-year-old child, our friend's daughter, and the man carried her almost the entire way in their arms. I didn't realize how difficult the path would be at that time. So next time, if you are traveling with the children, consider taking the carriage to the lake, no matter what. However, it is important to know that the carriage doesn't go directly to the lake. It stops 2 kilometers away, and then you have to walk the rest of the way. Walking uphill in the snow was more hard than usual, but we really loved it. I wore thermal underwear, a sweater and a winter jacket, and it was very, very hot to go uphill. I won't say that we were very, very tired. It was worth it. It seems 2 adults could reach the lake on foot in 1.5 hours, depending on their walking speed and athleticism. However, since we were not walking alone, but with friends, as I said before, and additionally with a child, our journey took about 2.5 hours one way. And then, almost 3 hours later, we arrived. Remark, we went to the lake in the February, and it's clearly that there is a lake covered with snow. Everyone could go down the lake, and in winter you could walk along the entire lake and touch a real mountain. There was a terrible wind on the lake itself, which turned -3 degrees into -15 degrees, but we were ready for it, and that's when I realized why I dressed so warmly. A lake covered with snow, a lake from which mountains grow, Morskie Oko lake. It was really exciting to see it in real life. The journey back took 1.5 hours, and it is really easier to go down the mountain than to go up it. It was an unforgettable 5 hours adventure, 5 hours trip. We were at an altitude 1,409 meters above the sea level. The indescribable grandeur of the mountains, whose beauty transcends the limitation of photography. We haven't visited Morskie Oko in the summer, but perhaps this road holds its own charm during other seasons too. I have heard that some people are disappointed by the view of the lake in winter, but not us. Why we decided to visit Morskie Oko? It was my first time in mountains, and I really wanted to be surrounded by them, to be near them. So it was a great opportunity to, as I said, really touch the mountain, just visiting this lake, because your path to the lake is surrounded, you're surrounded by the mountains all the time, and it's a really beautiful view. It is incredible and fascinating, and you have a lot of emotions after it. You are like in the center of the mountains. It was an amazing trip, being alone with the mountains, witnessing their majestic beauty, the beauty of snow-capped stone mountains makes you realize how beautiful the world is and how small we are in it. Experience the mountains firsthand is the unique opportunity to connect with nature, appreciate its grandeur. The beauty of mountains transcends mere aesthetics. It is a symphony of sight, sound, and spirit, a reminder of the boundless wonders of the nature world and our place within it. If you are still hesitating whether to go, don't be. I can't put into words the emotions of being taken away by the lake and the mountains. This path is really worth taking. Let me know in the comments if you would consider the lake in winter. I hope you enjoy this video. please give it a thumbs up and subscribe on my channel. I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.